Samore Love Bugs, what's up, what's going on? So we're doing a little chit chat of Black Ink Crew. This is actually the season finale. It looks like they're gonna have the first ever reunion episode. I'm definitely not gonna be talking about that. Well, let's not say definitely. It might be something crazy that goes down and I'm like, oh my god, I want to talk to my people about this. But as of right now, I highly doubt that I'm gonna be doing it. I don't know if I'm gonna do Chicago. I might just have my Tuesdays free for right now until something really good that I want to see comes on. I mean, I'll most likely watch Chicago, but I think I just want to like kind of enjoy it and see how it is for the first season, and then maybe second season I might review it. If it has a second season, we'll see what happens. You know how I am. I change with the wind, so that could always change. So now let's get into this. So Teddy, he's worried that Ceasar is going to run after Dutchess and close down the shop, and actually that's what he eventually ends up doing, which we'll get into later on. Dutchess, she's reunited with her family back in North Carolina, right? Yeah. And they was eating good. She's opening up her shop. She got a little spot out there. She's not playing. She's being a real businesswoman. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, even though I don't really like her personality, I do give my hat off to her, put my hat off. That's how it go, right? Because she's doing her thing and she's making moves. She's not just talking about it. She's also doing it. Sky has a vasectomy party for O, and it's like a complete disaster. First of all, he didn't even get the damn vasectomy. Let's start with that. He let all these little stripper hoes, like, no, not stripper hoes, strippers, I'm sorry, exotic dancers. He lets them do their thing, dance on his stuff. They're like, but hold on, you're going a little rough. He's a little sore right now. He just had a little surgery. Chill out. But it's like, hold on, wait a minute. He really didn't do it. He's like, you know, he may want to have a family eventually, so he decided to wait and not do this right now. So, yeah. So, Ceasar's like, you know what? I need to teach him a lesson. Plus, Kathy's there. I need to teach him a lesson. I'm going to show a little video, a little movie. And I think this was so effed up, and, you know, I really feel like Ceasar's not a good friend. Yes, you've helped these people to get money, to get some notoriety, to get some fame as well. But for him to put up, and now everybody knows that O has a sex tape if it wasn't public information. Now the whole world knows, so they'll be Googling it. But other than that, I mean, I don't know if it's just on their laptop or if it's actually on the net. Maybe it's just on the laptop. It's probably on their surveillance. But it's like, for him to put up at a party a tape of O having sex with a client in the back room without a condom on, I feel like that was just disrespectful to O. I mean, yes, O disrespected himself, but you didn't have to put him out there like that. I just felt like that was like taken into a whole nother level. He could have been, I think they said he was drunk, I'm not sure. I mean, regardless, you didn't have to put him out there in front of Kathy as well, who's the mother of his child. It was just messed up. And then she goes wailing off into the night like a freaking mad woman, and somehow somebody slapped her up, nose bleeding. Yo, I was like, what the hell? Did somebody punch her in the face? They didn't even really say what happened. They said some mixxy chick slapped her up. I mean, what the hell? How the heck did that come about? Like, was the girl drunk? I didn't like how that part, they didn't really show it. Maybe she didn't really want it to be shown. I don't know, but it didn't make, that part just was like, what? It was just like, what just happened? Teddy, he met with his father. He's had like abandonment issues. His father kind of left him at a certain age. And first he used to bring him stuff, give him stuff, and then he just kind of left. So he's like, you know what, I want some clarity. I want to talk to him before it's too late. So Ceasar tells him, you know, when I spoke to my dad, it kind of messed things up and made me look at him in a different way from the superhero that I had envisioned him to be in my head. It just kind of made me feel like, wow, like this is who you are. He didn't listen, and he does see his father. He still wanted to go ahead and pursue that, and he did. He talks to his father, and his father just says things that doesn't make any type of sense and would hurt anyone. His father just says, well, you're the one who made the choice. You were supposed, I left the door open for you and you never came. He was like, I have 3 other kids, and and a grandchild, and I am in all of their lives. This is your fault. Like, what? Me as a little kid supposed to come up to you and find you? Should I have walked in the street by myself, took public transportation to go see where you at from when I was a little kid? Like, come on. At the end of the day, you're the adult, you're the grown-up, you're the person. He did it now because he's older and he's able to do that, but come on. Like, I felt like that was a lame excuse. And for that, he shouldn't have said nothing. He should have just said, I'm not sure, or me and your mother had issues and that's the reason why I wasn't able to be there for you. You know, he should have left it right there. But when he continued on, he just kind of threw his foot in his mouth. Not even just threw it in his mouth. He kicked himself in the mouth when he said that. And Teddy was just like, you know what, like, you just made your choice. Like, that's it. He was like, I kind of was hoping that you wouldn't say something like that. And I was waiting to see what you would want to say. And I was kind of prepared for anything that you would have said except this. Like, this makes no sense. So, yeah, Dutchess, she was talking to, I guess, a realtor or somebody that's going to do the plan or the design or the layout or whatever. And while she's doing that, this basketball player walks up to her like, oh, I heard you having a shop. I'm like, this is so staged. Like, who walks to somebody in the middle of nowhere to get their tattoo done? Like, if any, and she's like, well, I got my stuff on me, just excuse the appearance and we're going to do it in here. And I'm just like, isn't that a little unsanitary? Isn't that against like some kind of code violation or something? Is that okay in North Carolina that you don't need no like permit or nothing to be able to work inside? Like, you just do it anywhere? That's how it do? I don't know, whatever. I don't know nothing about no tattoos. I just get them, and I get them in real shops that are already established and made, you know, things like that. Puma, he's starting over, and he speaks to Kwani, shows her his new place that he plans to do, and it's going to be called Inc. 124 once again. So he's pretty, I guess he was able to get the name from, what's the other guy's name? Manny or whatever the heck his name was. He was probably able to get it from him. Maybe he bought it from him or paid out his half or whatever. And yeah, now he's going to be reopening it. And he just asked Kwani to just be there for him. And she agreed to support her man and be by his side. So that seems pretty good. And on the flip side, while he's opening up a shop in Harlem, and it looks like it's a better location than the one they had before, because the one they had before, I remember I told you guys I went there, the actual shop was really nice and clean and everything, but the location, nothing but drugs, people, like, it was just, I don't know, that part of Harlem, for some reason, it's just swarming with nothing but users and homeless people. It's just horrible. It's like a walking zombie area, like Walking Dead. No lie, it's like that. And it's starting to creep up more into the Bronx now, because closer to where I'm at, I'm starting to see that as well. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like, I've always seen that part of Harlem surrounded by drugs and things like that, and drug users, but now it's like spreading. It's crazy. But yeah, it looks like it might be in a nicer area now. And on the flip side, like I was saying, Ceasar, he's closing down his shop, because like I was saying earlier, he's going for love once again, going after Dutchess, and he's going to go help her out, make sure she opens up her shop. Then supposedly he's coming back. And Teddy, right now he seems like he's bitter. He asked him like, what about Sky and Walt and everybody else? It's like, it's almost like he doesn't care about anybody. He just cares. I mean, it makes sense, because that's the woman that he wants to spend the rest of his life with. So he's going to have to make sacrifices if that's the person he really wants to be with. But they really need counseling or something, because the way they're moving right now, they're not going to last very long. So it looks like I said, they're going to have their first ever reunion. And Dutchess was super dressed up. I think she was the only one that was like super dressed up, like a real reunion. I'm like, girl, you doing the most right now. But it looked like some hood party in the shop. It was just crazy from the little clips they showed. But yeah, you guys, thanks for watching. Stay fabulous, live free, soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one. Later.